Enright tonight. As you know, he's usually the open mic host, and he does this, which he's much better at than I am. But just so you know, he might not be here, but he came today and helped Russ set up all the equipment, and he's the one that got all the performers together and set up the lineup and did all the back work. So big shout out to Tom Enright. And for our next performer, and I don't want to mess this up, so I'm going to try really hard. Our next performer is going to be Nate, the Okie from Okmulgee. Come on, Nate.
Thank you, Lynn. She pronounced my hometown correctly. Okmulgee, Oklahoma. Before I start, I need to do a couple PSAs, Hammy. Important stuff from the community. Everybody needs to be real cautious right now, and we ask that you start getting in the habit of please locking your car. A lot of people just leave their car unlocked, leave the keys in it. You can't do that. If you don't want your car stolen, please lock your car. Now I don't want to worry anybody. There ain't like a crime wave going on in Pelican Marsh. In fact, I'm pretty much friends with all 1,916 houses, and I can tell you everybody is good people here. But there's just a whole lot of really, really old people. Really old. And they just bumbling around like Mr. Magoo. They don't know where they are. And they're going to see your car, see the keys, and they're going to look familiar, and they're going to think it's their car. They're going to drive home, park it in their empty garage. Police can't find it there. You will go weeks without a car until they finally abandon it at Whole Foods or something and drive off in someone else's car, maybe even a different colored one. No one's safe. Not even Steve Burke. He buys like purple and green cars. It might work, but I wouldn't bet on it. So please lock your car. I want you to keep your cars. It's very inconvenient. The other thing is it's now after January 1. So they said, please slow down when you're driving in Pelican Marsh. Actually, the whole Naples. You got to be a lot more cautious than in the summer. You need to keep your hands on the steering wheel because we got a deluge of two-weekers after January 1, two-weekers. Now, you might have thought I said tweakers. In Oklahoma, we got a deluge of tweakers. Y'all good people don't even know what that is. Google it when you get home. But here we got a deluge of two-weekers after January 1. And the two-weekers, it says that these are normal people 50 weeks a year. They just happen to live in the godforsaken frozen tundra like Wisconsin, Ohio, Canada or something. And they ain't seen the sun since Halloween. Their boss gives them 2 weeks off. They get a plane trip. They get here. They get off the plane. They see the sun. They see palm trees. They see a pelican or a bird of paradise. They lose their freaking mind. They don't know where they are. They don't know who they are. The next thing you know, they are overindulging in all sort of athletic exercises that their body and their balance ain't no longer good for. You'll see them perched on a bicycle, left and right, trying to look like an Oklahoma Bronco buster. You ain't a bike rider. You don't ride a bike back home. You ain't been on a bike since the Carter administration, maybe Nixon. But they doing it. Next day you'll see them out there running. That ain't running. You ain't a runner. Stop that. It's not even jogging. It's joggling. You're making my knees hurt. Mercy. Oh, God. I drive along a Pelican Marsh Boulevard and I see that and I just, oh, God, I'm coming up in my car and I just know that fat bastard's going to have a cardiac right before my car gets there and fall in front of my tire. I do not need that. There will be cops out there the whole day. Anytime there's a body, there's a big investigation. I don't need that. Don't need that. If for no other reason, I ain't never technically what you people call sober. And the last thing I need is 2 cops and 1 canine searching my car. That'd be ugly. Gosh, so no, we don't need that. I saw a woman on Pelican Marsh Boulevard last week trying to rollerblade. Honey, you too old to learn that. At least she was smart, and she had put on like 10 sweatsuits, one right on the top of the other one. And she looked like a cross between a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and a newborn baby giraffe walking on ice. She's in my lane, she's in the bike lane, she's in my lane. Where am I supposed to drive? I finally just went up on the curb and went on the sidewalk. And I am very sorry, Jerry Hoffberg. I know you were pushing a walker, and that was not easy. But I thought that maybe in that situation I had the right of way. I don't know. I still need to Google that. I do need to Google that. But it's not safe. 2 weekers. They get to Naples. They lose their mind. They don't. They think the whole Naples, Collier County, they think it's all the beach. No, the beach is that little strip of sand with no vegetation by the water. That's the beach. When you get to the vegetation, you ain't at the beach no more. Put on your clothes. Oh my God. When you back in Cleveland or wherever you is from, do you go to the Piggly Wiggly or whatever in your underwear? No. So don't come to my Publix dressed like that in your underwear or bathing suit. I can't tell the difference. I was in the speed line the other day at Publix, and somebody's frumpy, chunky great grandma was in line ahead of me in what I can only pray was a bathing suit. I'm trying not to look. I'm looking up. I'm looking down. I'm reading that Jennifer Aniston's got heartbreak, and I'm trying not to look. But then a flash of white grabbed my eyes involuntarily. Oh my God, I didn't need that. But it was helpful because it reminded me I did forget cottage cheese. But don't worry too much about the 2-weekers. They'll be gone pretty quick. After 1 week, they've been to the ER twice for fractured bones, and their skin looks like some sort of burnt concoction of tomato, lobster, basil puree. They spend the second week just laying in the condo moaning, can't wait to get back to Cleveland or wherever it is. And next year, they ain't coming back to Pelican Marsh. No, they're going to stay mad at us. It's like it's our fault that our telephone pole was too close to the sidewalk or whatever, 2-weekers, all right. Well, that's all I got for public service announcements, but keep your hands at 10 and 2 and get ready to jerk the wheel real quick. Those are the 2-weekers. All right, well, as you might have guessed, or you might know me from the past, I am Nate the Okie from Okmulgee, Oklahoma. It's good to see everybody back. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. I've got a reason I'm doing good, because I got me a new best friend. I got me a new bestie, a new buddy, chum, pal, amigo, BFF. That's right. I got a new best friend. Now, it's the name of my new best friend that's kind of embarrassing, but it's a good thing. So, the name of my new bestie is Frontier Airlines. I know it sounds weird. Let me mansplain for you. First part of the story you got to know is that I've got a crazy wife. And I know what you're thinking. Come on, Nate, everybody's got a crazy wife. And that's true. Mine's more crazier. I'll give you a sample. My wife come up to me and said, bunch of words in woman language, but I'll translate it to American for you. Essentially what she said, and I'm paraphrasing here, I can't take Naples no more. It's too beautiful. I want out. The weather here, it's pretty, perfect, paradise, unparalleled, insurpassable, incomparable. I find that revolting, repellent, repulsive, repugnant. I need winter. When I think of winter, I think of falling down on the ice. Frozen water lines, dead battery, car accidents. Just talking to you right now, making my face hurt. Thinking about winter. I hate winter. It's not something I'm ever going to endure again. No, never. My toes still ain't right from the blizzard of 99. So I said to my wife, well, if I translate correctly, you was wanting a divorce. Before you go, she looks perfectly normal. In fact, she normally looks perfect. I said, before you go, would you introduce me to any of your friends that look like you, but they ain't got this glitch in their brain? So we argued and argued. Came to a compromise. I had to agree that once a year, every year from now on, till death do us part, may it come quickly, I will take her to snow for 10 days every year. Anywhere I want, just anywhere I want. To get some godforsaken frozen tundra like Wisconsin, Ohio, Canada or something, you know. Some place where she can lay on the ground and make snow angels, and I can sit in the hotel and raid the minibar. What is a dude to do? What is a dude to do? I do what I do. I did what I did. When dealing with discomfort, I determined to discern the deepest discount to discard it. Best buddy to the rescue. He said, let me help you, mi amigo. That's my new best friend talking to me. He says, I can help you fix that woman, amigo. I go, do tell. He said, I will fly you 1,500 miles north to a godforsaken, bleak, bleary, slimy slum, where after 10 days of blue frozen lips, bad food, and crumbling buildings, that woman will never want to leave Naples again. I said, wow, sounds good. Did you say nonstop? Nonstop. Whoa, what's that going to set me back? $59, amigo. I like how Frontier Airlines calls me amigo. It's much less of a corporate relationship that way. I'm like, okay, you are the best. That is excellent. Are you serious? Now, at this point, I'm very glad there was not like an FBI investigator on some other case sitting nearby wearing a wire or something, because it would have sounded suspicious, because at that moment, my new bestie leaned in to me and said, I'm damn serious. I'm deadly serious. You give me 3 20s, I take care of your problem. Your wife is out of here. I'm like, you're the best. You are the best. Pray tell, new buddy, what is the name of this bleak, bleary, slimy slum you speak of? And he said, Buffalo, New York. I said, sounds perfect. I got the tickets and give them to my wife. I said, congratulations, baby. Here's your tickets to your fantasy winter wonderland snow globe. Buckle up. Exit's here. Take off. Wheels up, level out. White knuckles, let go. Here comes the drink cart. Woman in front of me says, I'll take a Coke. $4. $4? Coke's is supposed to be free. Are you serious? $4. You people suck. I can't believe it. When I was a girl, we got free dinner on an airplane, and now you're charging for Coke? Oh no, woman. You did not just go there. You did not just try to use the 70s as a trump card against my new best friend, because I remember the 70s. Bits and pieces of it. And in the 70s, you wanted to fly anywhere, it cost you a week's wages and a 1-month advance purchase. Somebody die, you need to fly tomorrow, sell the car. You ungrateful crank. My buddy just flowed you 1,500 miles. $59. That's 3 cents a mile. I got a quarter. I got a quarter in my pocket. How far can I ride in your car? Well, your car better have free Coke. You might be wondering how my scheme that me and Bestie set up, how it worked out. Didn't work out like I planned. Tell you that. My schemes don't normally do work out. Turned out my house is equipped with www. And my wife knows how to use the Google machine. So when we landed in the bleak bleary, got in our Hertz, at her strong insistence, we pointed due north and went another 34.1 miles into the Maple Leaf territory and came to a halt at what I must admit was the prettiest little Christmas village of a town I ever saw in my life. It was icy and snowy, but it was beautiful. It was like a postcard. And unbeknownst to us, they happened to be having, at that very moment, this is an accident, I'm a lucky man, their annual ice wine festival. Ice wine festival. Now I'm from Oklahoma, never heard of ice wine. But ice wine is essentially like strong wine pancake syrup. And it has the effect, I'll tell you the effect of it. The effect of it is if you're lucky enough that your spouse buys you a bracelet, what gets you into the Ice Wine Festival Unlimited Taste Test from all 27 local wineries, the ice wine eventually has the effect of a cross between, say, overcoat and cocaine. I never did find my coat. But by the time that rude security team removed my bracelet and me from the festival, I was an ice wine expert. The rest of our vacation, every day we went to all 27 local wineries one at a time. I sat in the tasting room, she took the tour. On the last day of our trip, went to a distillery owned by Mr. Wayne Gretzky. From Oklahoma, never heard of the man, but I can vouch for him now. Lovely fella. Spent the day there, had a blast. He performed a miracle. Mr. Wayne Gretzky turned me into the first Okie ever to give a puck about hockey. By the end of the day, when I left there, me and him exchanged autographs. He signed an overpriced bottle of something or other, and I signed a very long credit card authorization form. We was driving back to the bleak, bleary airport, and I realized, hey, we was running early, baby. Follow these GPS directions here. We got there, and she said, what is the name of this place? I said, it's called Wegmans. You stay parked right here by the front door. Keep the motor running. Don't go nowhere. Stay ready. Her eyes got big, and she said, what are you going to do? And I said, I'm going to do like Benjamin Franklin said to do. I'm going to use an ounce of invention, get me a pound of revenge. I'm going to take off my pants and go in there and buy some cottage cheese. Good night, guys.